I went grocery shopping yesterday and I got me a beautiful quart of strawberries. And I thought, now I can make a strawberry pie, which I have in my Pop It in the Toaster Oven cookbook. It's really easy. It's a beautiful dessert. It's on page 193. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that you'll need. But I think before I even start that, I'm going to set my toaster oven to 350. There's actually sort of three parts to this recipe. The first part is making the pie crust, the second is making the filling, and the third is making the glaze that goes on top of the strawberries. Then you'll need a pie tin and a couple bowls and a couple mixing spoons, like those. So what you'll need for the pie crust is 2 cups of rolled oats. I say in my recipe book that that's quick cooking. These actually are the old-fashioned ones, so I'm going to have to factor in probably a little longer baking time for this crust. 3 tablespoons of margarine, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. So all of these ingredients, the rolled oats, powdered or confectioner's sugar, the margarine, the vegetable oil, and then I'm just going to add probably 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And now the key to this pie crust is you don't want it to be crumbly. You don't want it to be sticky either. I think with the quick cooking oats, you don't need to add so much water. So this will, I'm mashing it down with a spoon. I can tell that that's going to press into the pie pan. And then it gets pressed down with a spoon. And I want to make sure I just take it out to the edges. So you can see that the oatmeal mixture is all sculpted nicely into the pie pan. The oven is up to temperature to 350, so I'm putting the pie pan in, and I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. And it says in the cookbook to bake it for 20 minutes or until golden brown. And depending on your toaster oven, you might want to check it just to make sure. Sometimes it will be less than that, sometimes it will be more. So while the pie crust is baking nicely, I'm going to mix the strawberry filling together. So there's the quart of strawberries. There's the cornstarch, the sugar, and the lemon. Strawberries get mixed around really well, blend everything together, and then I'm just going to set it aside. This is the glaze mixture. This is apple juice and 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon. Now you can do this in your toaster oven, and in my book it says that you can broil it for 6 minutes in a cake pan, and then stir it and broil it for another 6 minutes. You can see that I think stovetop is probably quicker and smells absolutely lovely. But if you don't have a stove, if you just have a toaster oven, you do have that option. Okay, so it was our beautiful crust. It was 20 minutes. It's nicely browned, crispy. I'm putting the strawberries in now. And then this spreading the strawberries out so everything is nice and even, right up to the edge, but not over because I don't want them to burn. And of course the oven is still on 350, so I'm going to put the pie back in, and I'm going to bake this for 25 minutes or until the strawberries are nice and tender. Okay, so the strawberry pie is out. It smells wonderful. The crust is just a little brown around the edge. And I have poked these. The strawberries are not, they're not cooked to, they're mushy, but they are soft, and that's what we want on this. And then we're going to put the glaze on. So I'm just going to spoon the glaze. Over the strawberries. What this does is gives the strawberries a beautiful sort of jewel-like shine. And so now I'm going to cool this down, and then I will really want to chill this pie. So there's a nice slice of the strawberry pie, and I think we're just going to have to test it to see how it came out. This could be augmented with maybe ice cream or a non-dairy topping if one desired. But just as it is right now, it is lovely. There's a little tang to this because of the lemon that has been added. You have a really nice flavor. And you might check out, there are a lot of really tasty, delicious desserts in my Pop It in the Toaster Oven cookbook that aren't full of a lot of fat and still will end a meal very, very nicely, a dessert that you don't have to feel guilty about having.